Hello my lovely friends, and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I am going to be doing a flip through of this mega huge gargantuan ginormous Halloween junk journal. So I may or may not have shown absolutely no self-restraint putting this together. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. So I thought you would enjoy a quick flip through of this. Now, this monstrosity has 110 pages, I believe. I used chipboard for the cover. Nice and sturdy. The spiral binding is 1.25 inches wide. Sorry about my hands if they look a little weird. I was doing some coffee dyeing earlier, and so they're a little bit messy. So, let's see here. Yeah, 1.25 inches. Oh, can you see that? You're like, your arm's in the way. There we go. 1.25 inches. And we obviously, as you can see, it has the elastic closure, clipboard or chipboard on the back. I love this woman on the back, and I just put this down here. Here I opened wide the door, darkness there and nothing more. And as I've said in other videos, I love this image because I'm not fully sure if I think she's walking into the doorway where the darkness is, or if she's coming out towards us and she is the darkness. You know what I mean? So, let's just get right into it. It measures 11 by 8.5. And there are 141 medium, like various size, large, medium, small tags, 39 tiny tags. I glued on 25 tabs to get you started. There are 8 envelopes of various sizes, 5 black doilies, and of course a bunch of these paper clips with the fabric on them. I'm not sure how many there are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 tags. Okay, now let me just get it in here so you can see what's going on. Hang on here. It's so big I can hardly get it in frame. Okay, there we go. So it is a mixture of copy paper that I've printed, cardstock, and coffee dyed paper. And in this one I did add a few dictionary pages as well. So right at the very beginning we have this fantastic floral ribbon that I think looks like spider's web. And we have this ghastly witch underneath here. She's so good. It's so creepy. It's great. So all of the tags are printed on cardstock, and everything is blank on the back. And here we have this wraparound here, and it says, "By the pricking of my thumbs, something wicked this way comes." Oh, here comes Lucy to see what we're doing. So we've got that there. And then on this side, "Once upon a midnight dreary, while I pondered weak and weary." And then I've got this tag here and this ghoulish tag here. And then again, double, double, toil and trouble, fire, burn, and cauldron bubble. And you will notice there's quite a few rusty paper clips. Hello, darling. Hello. In this journal as well. Now, where did this go? I think this one was here. Lucy, if you don't mind, we're going to do the flip through right now, and then I will come and sit with you and rub your tummy in a little bit, okay? Okay. Yeah, I promise. Just come over here for a second. Okay, I'll be right back. So, and of course this is appropriate because we have all kinds of who knows what kind of spells and potions on the stove here. And then this tag is potion spells from my cauldron to yours. And then on this side, as of some one gently rapping at my chamber door, 'tis some visitor, I muttered, tapping at my chamber door. Only this and nothing more. So I thought that was very fitting to put that there. Then we have curious creatures, and we have this amazing vampire kitty cat. And I put her here or him here because I thought, you know, if you looked in the window, perhaps this is what you would see. You know. And more curious creatures. And then here we have this stage. Very sort of dark, but a little bit, I wouldn't call it creepy, but I do think it's a little bit macabre, as we have here. And I put her here because I thought perhaps she could be an entertainer of past days. And now she haunts this stage here, right? And I picked this one because I thought this could give you some interesting space for some journaling there. And this is on cardstock. And then here on this side we have a graveyard, tag, and some concentrated extract of wings and tongues of bat, in case you're running low. And then here we have these I don't know how many of these wrap around there are. I'm going to say at least 10. On cardstock again. So you could use this for hidden journaling. You could cut these in half and create pockets or whatever you want to do. This is coffee dyed paper. And I should add that this particular journal is one of a kind. I just did the one of this. There isn't anything. It's similar to the other ones that I made, but this one I just did on its own. So of course, with the castle, the spooky castle in the background, I thought she could be like, oh my god, you know. And here is another tag here, and this is one of the tiny little envelopes, the coin envelopes. And then we've just got a journaling spot there, and our little raven friend. And in these journals, I did add quite a bit of lined paper. I went heavy on the lined paper this year because that was the one thing that I heard from you, was that you would like a little bit more of the lined paper to do the actual writing in. Cardstock. Here's another one of the wraparounds, and again on coffee dyed paper here. So we've got another spooky staircase. And again, a spooky room, so I thought she was great there because, you know, you don't know what's happening there in the night, right? So we've got Tales of Horror, indeed. And then on this side, our creepy stabby lady haunting the staircase here. Tag here, Something Wicked This Way Comes. And then here we've got some spiderweb paper, or cardstock, and obviously 3 + 7 is 10 for October. Now the other thing that you'll notice here is that it's creepy, it's witchy, it's dark, but it's not specific to Halloween. So I sort of decided that if you wanted to make it Halloween, then obviously, but I didn't put in any references. I figured I will let you do that. Maybe you just want to use, you know, this is something you might want to use for the year, for 6 months. Maybe just the beginning is Halloween and you don't want Halloween at the end. But if you're like me and every day is Halloween, then you don't need to add in, or you don't need me to add in the Halloween references. You can do that on your own, right? So then we've got some paper. I don't know what it is, but I love including paper that has handwriting on it, even if it's nonsense, sort of. I like the aesthetic of it. I like how it looks. And then we've got her here, and of course she is cursed, and that goes there. This is cardstock. And then we have this poor soul who is forever roaming the hallway here. She just gets tucked in underneath there. There are a few places where I did glue down tuck spots and the odd pocket, but I always say as a general rule, I curate these, I give you the ephemera, I give you the stuff to use so that you can put the pockets and all of the things where you want to put them, because where I think they might go maybe isn't where you want them to go, right? So we've got a giant tag here of a potentially very haunted house, if you ask me. And some paper here. And then we've got another ghastly castle with the ghosts haunting the hallways. Now, when I say tiny tags, this is the kind of thing that I'm talking about. So really small things you can't really use for journaling, but you could use for tabs. You can use to hold little tuck spots down, like that kind of thing. And what did I say? There was 39 of those. So again, more lined paper. Then, because I'm Captain Obvious most of the time, we have coffin. And so indeed, that's a large tag, what I would call a large tag. This is cardstock, by the way. There's your coffin there. And there is our witch in amongst the coffins on the full moon. Love it! Okay, so that's that one. Then on this side, this is another tuck spot that I did glue down. And we have these ghostly gals here, haunting in behind the tombstone there. And it is indeed very eerie. Paper. And another wraparound here. Again, we've got this sort of creepy hallway. Coffee dyed paper here, and I thought it would be fun to put witchy poo here in the hallway. Casting a spell on you and me, probably. I just thought, again, she looked fun there, like she's haunting whatever is happening in that hallway. Ghouls that haunt the night. This is a tag here. Another giant tag with this ghoul, a night full of fright, absolutely. Tiny coin, black coin envelope here, holding these ghouls that are sort of roaming the graveyard there. Another tag. I used quite a bit of damask-esque looking paper in the journals this year because I thought it was sort of reminiscent of wallpaper that you might find in a haunted, creepy house. You know what I'm saying? So we've got some ghosts following the gal as she comes down the stairwell here. Here's a larger envelope. I think this is 5.5 by 7.5. And we got some raven paper here, some ghastly ghouls there, and then this is a tag and a tag here on the dictionary page. Another haunted spirit there, with the haunted house here, and another envelope, and some journaling, a journaling card tucked in underneath there. Spirits of the dead, you got that right. You know, vampire, and another coin envelope. And this is like the paper that we just saw, only on cardstock. Cardstock. Another black crow, because you can never... Oh, no, that was bats, wasn't it? This is pure tincture claws of black crow. Again, do not be without it. Now, you guys know that I like to always put cats and mice together. So we have this black cat with the mouse tails here. Obviously a pocket. And we've got some potions and poison tags. And we've got witchy poo. Now I left quite a bit of white space at the bottom, so this way you could get really a good look at her face and see her so that she wasn't tucked too far down. More ravens there. This is cardstock. Stroke the fire, stir the pot. Indeed. Same thing, just left a little bit of white. You can always rip that off, depending on what you're going to do with it. Snail mail with the evil eye. And this, this is another one of the wraparounds that I talk about for some hidden journaling or to turn into pockets. So that goes there. Or maybe it's not the evil eye. Maybe it's just an eye keeping an eye on you. Depending on what you're doing. If you're getting yourself into trouble, you know what I'm saying? So I had the owl there. Creepy candles. Some tags. I be the witch of the wood. And then we've got witchy poo here. Magic. Where was this one? Here. Oh, I bet you this was underneath there like that. Okay. Onwards we go. More ghouls. Something wicked this way comes. Indeed. Me, once again, stating the obvious. Lined paper. Here we have another spooky castle. This is a wraparound again. And then there's some bat paper underneath there on cardstock. Then we have our pocket here, Aunt Gertie's rat stew, in case you were looking for some inspiration for dinner. And then we've got the bats, a spell card, again, witchy poo, so she pokes out nicely there, and her broom with her trusty frog. This is on cardstock. So 2 more very large tags, or to turn into pockets, or whatever you like. And then I have this quote, which I love. Walking, I am listening to a deeper way. Suddenly, all of my ancestors are behind me. Be still, they say. Watch and listen. You are the result of the love of thousands. And I love that quote so much. So she is obviously like the gal on the cover. Dearly departed. Cardstock, spectral definition of a spectral, which I thought was quite fitting here. Oops. You'd think I would get that right by now. Here's a smaller wraparound with some candles. I went heavy on the candle this year in these journals because I loved the mood of it all. Okay. Vampira again. I doubled up. I couldn't help myself. There's some that I really loved and I doubled up and I was like, if you don't want her there, you can pull this page out and do something else with it, right? So we've got more coffee dyed paper and another of the bigger envelope. And we've got our pair here, haunting here, causing maybe some screams and running over here, right? Stabby lady, again, I love her. And then here we have this sort of evil looking spooky apothecary. Well, I shouldn't say it's evil, but it could be, you know. And then again, this is just some paper that I printed out here, same as there. But here we have a poison bottle in case you are running out of poison. Oh no, this one, this is a Granny's Guaranteed Wart Growth. Could come in handy. And then the poison went there. Okay, cardstock. And we've got our vampire coming out here of his coffin. Paper, lined paper. I better hurry up. We're not even halfway through this thing, I don't think. Lined paper. Another coffee dyed page that wraps around. He carried her swiftly down the stairs. Now this page, we have my favorite Poe poem, which is Annabel Lee. And here we have Poe himself here. And what I thought was interesting to put this tag over here, who I kind of like to pretend is actually Annabel Lee. And so I thought it was fun to sort of have her across from Poe here. And here's one of the black doilies. Lined paper, some more witchy poo, Another one of the black doilies and the poison bottle. Coffee dyed paper. Lined paper. Coffee dyed paper. And here we have a family enjoying a lovely seance together. So we have our Ouija board and our planchette. And ready to see who is going to be moving the table underneath. Lined paper. Again, admit no one. Yes. And this is a giant tag. This is a tuck spot that is glued down there. This is on cardstock. Wicked, Witchy Pooh. I love her. She is also glued down. And then we just have this underneath here. And this, of course, stating the obvious. Another envelope and a graveyard tag there. Again, oh no, this I put black cat hairs. Oh yes, that's right. So we have our black cat here. And then this is a spooky nighttime street scene, which I thought was very fitting. And it wraps around here, and we have our spooky man lurking, looming around in the dark on these Victorian streets. More lined paper, more lined paper, a ghoul, another wraparound with some very creepy gates on it, and we've got some skulls here. This is cardstock, and on the other side of the gate, superstitious, you know she is. Poison. And then this is cardstock, and on this side, bones with this creepy gal. Again, this ghostly woman. I am not fully deciding yet if she is of this world or if she is of another world. I keep changing my mind on her. Envelope. Ghost with a ghost tag. Witchy Pooh tag. Lined paper. I'm sorry, I keep stating the obvious, but I like to just be very specific through these so that you know what you're getting yourself into. Black cat with a little bit of trim zigzagged onto this cardstock here. We've got this sort of vintage hanky wraparound. I think we've already seen one similar to this. I love using these. I love the aesthetic of it. Journal card, coffee dyed paper here, and then on this side I have more tags and potions here, and Witchy Pooh to go along here. Candle. It's not a journal from me without a candle in it, let me just say. There's your other doily. This is cardstock and lined paper, some dictionary paper, lined paper. This is cardstock here with the black doily. Another great journal tag. Creepy haunted house with another questionable eyeball there. Polka dots. We're nearing the end now. This is coffee dyed paper. This is cardstock, creepy tag with a creepy man on it. Polka dots, what's this? Ravens, paper. Another one of the creepy Victorian street scenes with a ghost spirit roaming around there. Spooky. More paper, more lined, lots and lots of lined paper. Coffee dyed paper. Okay, we are getting to the end. Here's the other doily. 31 or 13, whatever you choose. Spooky tag. Now, as we get to the end, I did put in quite a bit of lined paper here. We've got the last coffee dyed paper. Now, in these journals, I have included a Raven Oracle card in all of and a lot of the bigger journals this year. I pulled this out of the deck after shuffling it and asking the universe what the recipient of this journal might need to know. I did not read this. This is private between you and the universe. I have no idea what this card is. I have no idea what it says. So, I always think that's kind of fun. Abracadabra. I don't know where that came out of, but there we have it. We'll put it there. And then this is cardstock with this trim here on the back. Handmade by Ghouls at Island Alice. So there you have it. That is the full flip through. If you have any questions, please do leave them in the comments or send me an email, and I am happy to help you out however I can. So what did I say? I think there's 110 pages in this, and well over 100, almost 200 tags in total. 18 tabs and 8 envelopes and 5 doilies. So there you have it, everybody. It is fun for hours, weeks, days, maybe even months. So thank you for watching the flip through with me. I hope you enjoyed that. And as I always say at the end of every video, speak kindly to yourself, enjoy your journal process, and until the next video, take care. And if you like this video, please do give it a little thumbs up. Okay, see you later, everybody. Stay spooky. Bye.